Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack those dense corporate filings to find the juicy bits. Today we're diving into VF Corporation's latest report, and let's just say they're making some significant moves with their debt. So VF Corporation, the folks behind brands like Vans and the North Face, have just filed this report. Now, filings like this could be about all sorts of things: new products, leadership changes, or maybe even a big shake-up in how they manage their money. And that last one seems to be the key focus here. The big news is that VF Corporation has announced they are calling back, or redeeming, all of their 4.125 senior notes that were due in 2026. Think of these notes like loans the company took out. They're basically saying, we're going to pay back this loan earlier than we originally planned. This is a pretty big deal, and usually signals something about how the company sees its financial health and its plans for future borrowing. Why would they do this? Well, it often happens when a company has enough cash on hand to pay off the debt, or when they can refinance it at a lower interest rate. In this case, they are paying back the principal amount of the notes plus any interest that is built up to that point. It's a clean way to get rid of this particular debt obligation. This redemption is slated to happen on the 7th of February 2026. So by early February next year, these specific notes will no longer be an outstanding debt for VF Corporation. The paying agent for this is the Bank of New York Mellon Trust Company, so they are facilitating the transaction. Now, let's look at the bigger picture here. VF Corporation has several other notes outstanding, like those due in 2028, 2029, and 2032. This move specifically targets the 2026 notes. It shows that the company is actively managing its debt portfolio, likely aiming to optimize its interest expenses and improve its balance sheet. Interestingly, their common stock is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker VFC, and all these senior notes we've seen mentioned also trade on the NYSE. This indicates a pretty substantial presence in the public debt markets. The filing also includes a standard check to see if they are an emerging growth company. VF Corporation is not opting for the extended transition period for new or revised accounting standards, which suggests they are confident in their current reporting capabilities and are keeping pace with financial regulations. This whole redemption of the 4.125% senior notes due 2026 is classified under other events. It's not a routine financial report, but rather a significant action the company is taking. It's a proactive step, and it suggests they feel financially strong enough to make this move. And of course, the filing wraps up with the exhibits. The main one here is the cover page interactive data file, which is standard for these SEC filings, making the data machine readable and accessible. Now, looking at this without getting lost in the jargon, VF Corporation is essentially cleaning house on some of their debt by redeeming these 2026 notes. They're likely freeing up resources and simplifying their financial structure. This can lead to lower interest payments overall, which ultimately boosts their net income. It's a sign of financial health when a company can comfortably retire its debt ahead of schedule. However, we need to remember this is just one piece of their overall financial picture, and we will need to see how this move impacts their future borrowing costs and their overall cash flow management. The fact that they have other notes outstanding that they are not redeeming at this time implies a strategic approach to their debt, perhaps waiting for better market conditions or maturities. Alright, that is our breakdown of VF Corporation's latest filing. What is your take on this debt redemption? Do you think it signals strong financial footing or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, hitting that like button really helps the channel grow, and subscribe for more deconstructions of corporate filings. Don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.